Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is now in session. Mr. Samuel, you have to step outside with the call in the break room. Okay. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Court is in session with its pretrial conference docket. First case is cause numbers 332-328 and cause number 332-332. Both cases are style the state of Texas versus David Wayne Collier or David Wayne Collier II. Mr. Collier, is that your first full name? How you doing, Mr. Collier?
All right.
Yes, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Collier, you're here represented. Well, your attorney of record is, oh man. Your attorney of record in this case is attorney Terrence Allison. However, Mr. Allison is not here. Standing in for Mr. Allison is attorney Marivius Allen. Does Mr. Allen have your permission to stand in for Mr. Allison? Okay. Mr. Attorney Allen, how are you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. State is represented in this case by attorney Lamar Johnson. Attorney Johnson, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Allen, what is your announcement in Mr. Collier's cases?
Yes, Judge, over the weekend, I filed a Brady motion to produce with me and Mr. Johnson. We're trying to find body cam footage for 3 officers in this case. I'm not sure if it's been accepted, but this is something that we really, in this case. It's 2 offenses, which is intentional.
So let me ask you this here. Have you received a copy of the body cam yet? That's
Just the cabinet footage, but the police report said that the body cam was active and turned in, so.
okay, so we need to
And that's correct, Your Honor. And we also have not received the footage. We've been trying to get a hold of it to see if it was if it does exist. If the reports Attorney Marivius is correct, the reports indicate that there were other body cam footage that we haven't received yet, and we're still looking for that. See if we can get a hold on that. So I would request a short continuance.
okay, now everyone that's on Zoom, please put your mics on mute. The court is in session. When we call your case, we're going to ask you to take your mic off of mute. Thank you. So you need how much time do you need?
Your Honor, I hope to have an answer this week, affirmatively, whether or not these videos exist and whether or not they can be uploaded to our system. So maybe a short reset into the.
And a reset?
Yes, sir.
Briefly, the
Yes.
issue here is that there are multiple cases within one.
Okay.
And we believe that the scene that he arrived to, there was never a charge filed with the suspects being arrested. So we're not sure whether or not the police department or the sheriff's department ever truly turned in the evidence to the district attorney's office.
Okay.
However, he is separate from all this and it was not attached.
That's correct, Your Honor. It was an unrelated arrest that was going on at the time where this defendant intervened. That's how we think that maybe the footage is in the unrelated
In another case?
in another
Or
case.
another defendant's case?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we're just trying to get it ironed out.
Okay. Okay, give us a reset date. Yes.
Yeah.
April 3rd.
Okay. This case will, yes,
We'll say, let me just in the calendar. real quick.
okay. Well,
What would be
he's
the
looking
date
at
in
his
March?
calendar. Which one?
What would be the date in March?
You can do the 20th or the 27th.
Okay. I think I'll be out of town the first week of April. Let's go with March 22nd
March 27th.
7th?
or 7th, 22nd,
You said the 27th?
27th.
Right.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, this case will be reset to March 27th. Well, these cases will be reset to March 27th of 2023. Yeah. Make sure your phone is off. And Mr. Collier, your case is reset to March 27th, 2023. Attorney Allen is going to get a sign for your resets. Once you get your reset from Attorney Allen, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Attorney Allen, these are the two cases you're handling here today. Okay, once you get your sign for the reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Provost's clients are not here. Which one was the reset? Yes.
Okay, this chapter on the last page was research.
Hold on a minute. It's,
Thank you.
okay, Casper is a reset?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay,
Now,
the other person is,
Ms. Martinez is reduced. And we
okay, that part, is she here?
She just left here to leave.
We just set up the dismissal.
Yeah, he did.
Who told her to leave? I mean, her case wasn't called, you don't just, I mean, you need to probably get on the phone or something. I mean, I didn't even have it down as being here. You need to make an appearance. She could do it in person, by phone, or by telephone, so I gave you opportunity
Okay, I
to get it better.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now we have some people that's on Zoom. Let's see. Now, okay, the person that's on Zoom, you're in a blue shirt and it says Zoom user. Take your mic off of mute and state your name.
Stephen Como.
Come on, okay, Mr. Como, you can put your mic back on mute.
Bottom of page 1 on the trial document.
Okay. Okay, so he's on Zoom. Okay, the next person on Zoom that just have iPad. I think you have a brown shirt on. Would you please state your full name? Okay, the gentleman that's on Zoom that has iPad, I think you have a brown shirt on. Would you please state your full name? Who's that? Okay. Oh, well, yeah, we'll get our folks on Zoom first. Okay, now the lady at the bottom, it has James 22 plus. You can take your mic off of mute and state your full name.
Yes, my name is Maria Figueroa.
Okay, Ms. Figueroa. Okay, Ms. Figueroa, you can put your mic back on mute. Figueroa.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We looking for it.
Page 1 of the trial document.
Okay, she's on Zoom. Okay. Okay, we have, let's see, we have Chris Dollins is on Zoom. Chris Dollins.
Yes, sir. You're on it right here.
Okay. Mr. Dollins, you can put your mic back on mute.
Page 1 of the trial document.
Zoom, okay. Is that a Brandon Gaskin? What docket is?
Gaskin is on page 1 of the pre-trial.
Gaskin, okay. Okay. Who else we have? That's the, is that Sergio Arriaga?
Page 3 is the
It's
trial.
me.
Okay, Mr. Arriaga, you can put your mic back on mute. Page 3 of the trial bracket, okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, Mr. Arriaga, yeah, thank you. Brandon, the gas can, we got that. We got. Okay, the gentleman that's on Zoom just says iPad. You have a brown shirt on. Would you please state your full name? Take your mic off of mute and state your full name. Actually, I don't think he has. I don't even think he has his mic on. I don't, might not even be able to hear us because I can't control it from here. Yeah, I don't think he has it on. Oh, that's hers. The gentleman that's on iPad, would you please state your full name? The person that has iPad, you have a brown shirt on? I know.
That may resolve the case, Judge.
Okay,
I just hadn't had a chance to look. Due to the fact
Okay, I
we don't
understand.
have it, we don't have one between now and the next docket, we'll have whether or not that's gonna be resolved or not.
okay, well, you know, it's,
Give me a court date and, I think we're gonna work real hard to resolve.
okay, I know, what I was getting ready to say, this is probably, I don't know what the prosecutor in terms of numbers, if this the second, third, whatever prosecutor you to work with. Okay,
We'll take care of it.
Mr. Valentine, your case is cause number 327-880, cause number 327-882, and cause number 327-884. Those cases are gonna be reset. There's some issues that has to be resolved. Your attorney is talking to the district attorney's office, they thinking they can get it resolved. So, but they need the case to be reset, and so we're gonna reset the case, your cases, okay? Your attorney gonna sign for your recess. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes.
Thanks, Stan. Okay, you welcome.
My client made it.
Oh, he's, oh. Okay. Harold Wallace, Harrell Wallace, would you please come forward? This is cause number 321216, case of style of state of Texas versus, is it Harold?
Yes, sir.
Harold J. Wallace. How you doing, Mr. Wallace?
Good, Your Honor.
That's good. Now, your attorney was telling us that it was a car accident or something on the highway, and we was anticipating. He had already told the court that. Okay. Now, Mr. Wallace, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Thomas Roebuck. Attorney Roebuck, how are you doing?
Good, Your Honor. Thanks for it.
State is represented by Attorney Colby Hawthorne. Attorney Hawthorne, how are you doing?
Hey, George.
Okay. Mr. Roebuck, what is your announcement in Mr. Mr. Wallace's case?
I think this is the first setting.
Yeah.
We'll have one more reset, see if we can resolve it.
Okay, okay. So we're gonna keep it on the announcement docket. Could you give us an announcement date for Mr. Harold Wallace on the announcement docket?
Mr. Hallfire driving the park market, but I will. This up.
Okay, this case will be reset to April 3rd of 2023. Mr. Wallace, your attorney is gonna sign for your reset and give you your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a safe trip. Be careful on the highway and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Please say that you are.
Okay.
Oh, you have another one?
Bounds, BOUNDS.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, it is, there is a bounds, because I saw. Sign for his reset and then we'll call bound, we'll get bound. Yeah, Bounds is, he's on Christy Lachelle Bounds.
Which docket do you have?
That's on the announcement docket.
There, Judge.
She's way out on point.
It's on my page 3.
I got you. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Next case is cause number 330292. Case is style of state of Texas versus Christy Lachelle Bounds. We have Ms. Bounds appearing in person. Ms. Bounds, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Ms. Bounds?
I'm good.
Okay, Ms. Bounds, you're here with your attorney, Attorney Thomas Roebuck. Attorney Roebuck, what is your announcement in Ms. Bounds' case?
I think Ms. Bound went to trial.
Okay, reset it for trial. Okay, give us a trial date. Okay, this case will be reset for April 3rd of 2023. Ms. Bounds, your attorney is gonna sign for your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. Please stand over there on the porch. And Mr. Roebuck, I think that's your last case. You'll be free to go as well, and you have a blessed day. Is we have a Veronica Martinez. Veronica Martinez. Okay, we have here Veronica
Yes, sir.
Martinez and Veronica Lee Quasada.
Yes,
Okay, is that your full name?
yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Bill, is the gentleman in the back standing. Okay, how you doing? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. You were here represented by your attorney, Attorney Marva Provo. Attorney Provo, how are you doing?
I'm going fine.
Okay, Ms. Provo, what is your announcement in this case?
Well, we have resolved, originally was charged with getting time, resisting arrest, which is due to disorderly conduct and JP. We paid the fine.
Oh, y'all did?
We received the receipt, Judge, and we also, I sent the.
Is this, oh, so it's gonna be dismissed?
Yes,
Oh, okay, you
yes.
just saying it was JP, okay. So this case is, okay,
It's resolved.
okay, let's see. Miss Sada? Let's see. Okay,
Judge, I think what, just to be clear, is Martinez, name now maybe just out of, but Martinez is what it's under.
yeah, she was, yeah, it was filed under Martinez,
Yes.
Veronica Martinez, also known as Veronica Lee Quasada.
Yeah.
Yeah, both names are on the docket sheet. Okay, now, Ms. Quasada. I have before me a motion to dismiss in this case, from the plan in the Justice of Peace Court. I'm signing the dismissal. Let's see. I just signed the dismissal. Let's see if it's gonna print like this. Said he fixed it. Okay. Hold on a minute.
Yes,
This is, okay, this is cause number 330371, case of style of state of Texas versus Ivory C. Pantalion Jr. or Ivory Charles Pantalion Jr. Mr. Pantalion, is that your full name?
Yes.
How you doing, Mr. Pantalion?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Pantalion. You're here represented by your attorney Sean Villery Samuel. Attorney Samuel, how are you doing?
Doing well, Jerry. Good seeing you.
Nice seeing you. I was just a little confused when I saw it on the trial docket. I know the case was just recently transferred.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
And just to kind of update where we are, we have been in discussions about the potential of resolving this case.
Okay.
There are some things that we are going to look at. We would
Okay.
ask for at least one reset to do that. Otherwise, we would like it on the trial docket, because if this doesn't work, we have no other choice but to move forward.
Okay, but I'm just saying, a lot of times, when cases get transferred
Right.
from next door, we don't usually schedule on our trial docket because this is the first setting in this court.
Right.
I know you've had
Right.
previous settings in the
Yes, sir.
previous court. And that's why I was a little confused. Yeah,
Okay.
well, yeah, but that kind of messes up our docket when we do that. But
Well-
that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Yes,
So you're gonna keep it on the trial docket. Now, let me ask you this here.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all get y'all discovery and
We have all of the
everything?
discovery. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Let's give them a trial date. Is that enough time?
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
Okay.
Thank you.
April 3rd? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this case will be reset to April 3rd, 2023. Mr. Battaglia, your attorney is gonna sign for your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Attorney Villery Samuel,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have a blessed day as well. It's always good to see you.
You too, Judge.
Okay. All right, nice seeing you.
Thank you.
The Jefferson County Court of Law number 2 is back in session. Next case is cause number 329984. Case is style of state of Texas versus Arturo David Beltra Cisneros. Mr. Cisneros is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Cisneros is represented by his attorney, Attorney Tom Kelly, who is also appearing via Zoom.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly. And Mr. Cisneros, your mic is on mute. How you
Yeah,
doing? Mr.?
hello.
Okay, hello, how you doing? Now,
I'm
Mr.
doing well, thank you.
Okay, that's good. Now, Mr. Kelly, what is your announcement in Mr. Cisneros' case?
Your Honor, if you'll give us another reset, I think we're going to get to a resolution here. We've got a new prosecutor since the last time we were before you, and I'll be as diligent as I can be on this, get it resolved.
Okay, just hold on, Mr. Kelly. We'll give you a reset date. On Arturo Cisneros, top of page 3 of the announcement docket. Second person. Okay, this case will be reset to April 3rd of 2023. Mr. Kelly, your reset will be sent to you, and Mr. Cisneros, stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. They will be given notice of your reset date. Mr. Cisneros, you're free to go. You have a blessed day. And Mr. Kelly, I think this is your only case. You're free to go as well. You have a blessed day.
May have one other on your docket this morning, Judge.
Oh, you do? Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, Miss. Yes, Cisneros.
Let's go.
Maybe I'm mistaken, Judge.
Okay, I'm just trying to,
I can't find it.
yeah.
May have been read already, Your Honor.
Kurt, what's the client's name?
Judge, the last name is Morvant, Morvant.
Yeah, I don't remember more of that.
Okay.
Do you know the first name? She could look it up.
His name is Jordan, Your Honor. Thank you.
Jordan Morvant. It's on the doc. You say January the 3rd.
You know what, Judge? I believe that case was already dismissed,
Yeah.
and it was still on our calendar for this morning. My mistake, Judge.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks,
All
Your
right.
Honor. Have a good
All
day.
right, yeah. All right. You're free to go. You have a blessed day.
You as well, Judge. Thanks.
The Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session, clause number 331056, case of South State of Texas versus Cato Michael Donald. Excuse me, Cato Michael Brown. Mr. Brown, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Brown?
Doing good.
That's good. Now, Mr. Brown, the file reflect that you are represented in this case by attorney Joy Cantu. However, Mr. Cantu, is no longer with the firm that he was at. And we have attorney Travis Donald, who is here in place of Mr. Cantu. Does Mr. Donald have your permission to stand in for Mr. Cantu?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Mr. Donald, first of all, how are you doing?
Well, sir, yourself,
I'm doing fine, thanks, Beckman. And what is your announcement in Mr. Brown's case?
we're ready, sir.
The trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we didn't have him down as a,
It was,
You want to reset for trials at first, sir?
it's on, stays ready though, Joe. I mean,
yeah, but
we
you
understand we
asked,
have for this week.
right.
So it's
And
possible.
so you're asking for, keep it on the trial docket?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, he's way at the bottom anyway. I mean, they have about
Sir.
20 cases ahead of yours.
But last week, Judge, we reached, we're ready.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay,
So,
okay, we'll reset it, give us a reset date. Okay, this case will be reset to April 3rd, trial. Mr. Donald,
Yes, sir.
you can get it. He's gonna sign for the reset.
okay.
Once you get your reset from Mr. Donald, you'll be free to go, Mr. Brown. You have a blessed day, Mr. Donald. You have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good evening.
All right, same to you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. Oh, they have it? Yeah, okay.
I just want to.
She has to do the paperwork.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am, would you please put your mic on mute?
Yes,
is-
I'm sorry. Okay, yes, I sure will.
Tom Burbank, Attorney Burbank, how are you doing?
It's good when I'm in front of this court, Judge.
Okay. And Mr. Feltman, how are you doing? Okay, I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Burbank, hold on a minute. Okay, the person that's on, the other person that's on Zoom that has James, is that S 522? Would you please put your mic on mute? Okay, thank you. Okay, now,
I don't think so.
Mr. Burbank, what was your announcement in Mr. Felton's case?
Still on trial.
Okay, give us a date. Okay, this case is gonna be reset to April 3rd of 2023. Mr. Feltman, your attorney's gonna time for your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. Please stand on the 4X. Is Catherine Cormier present? Or Cormier?
It's that she has a felony, Judge. That's true.
Oh, yes, she sure does in drug court.
She may be over there.
Okay,
I do not represent her on the felony.
yes, I see, Mike Van Zandt representative on a felony. She must be in drug court. She has a felony. She's represented by Van Zandt. Let's see. Oh, this other guy, Hunter is in jail. Letitia Hunter, she's in jail.
Oh, she's in jail?
Yeah,
You want to see my surprise face?
Hmm.
But she also has a pending felony.
yes, she does in criminal district court.
Right.
You wanted, that case to be set with the felony?
Because I think it's gonna be dispositive.
Okay. Okay,
And then I have a Miss Redo. And that is mine over in drug court too. He has a drug court.
you say Rito
Redo.
on
Redo.
the announcement docket?
Yes, sir. Oh, it's actually on trial docket.
Oh. Read. I don't see that either.
What?
Is it in this court? Because it's not.
Never mind, Your Honor. I wish it was in this court. It's next door.
Okay, all right. So,
I just have Mr. Broussard.
yes, they doing the paperwork on that. I think we have Mr. Paget has, several cases. Mr. Paget,
Yes, Your Honor.
let's see, we have,
Motion for, Your Honor.
I think we have, let's do this. here. You have Miss, Maria Figueroa that's on Zoom.
Zoom and Miss Anna Hernandez
Okay,
on Zoom.
Miss, okay, this is cause number 326650. Case of Style of State of Texas versus Maria Figueroa. Ms. Figueroa is appearing via Zoom. Ms. Figueroa, would you please take your mic off of mute?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Figueroa, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Figueroa, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney James Paget. Attorney
Yes,
Paget.
sir.
Going away, Your Honor, just like Mr. Burbank.
And well, that's-
Oh, it's balls, too.
Well, I mean, he said always well when it's in front of your report.
Yeah.
Thought I would go for some brownie points. I don't know.
And,
I can't see it hurting.
okay, Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Ms. Figueroa's case?
We're ready, Your Honor.
Okay, this is, okay. We have, didn't have a court reporter this week. It's gonna have to, you wanna continue on the trial docket?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, give us a trial date. Okay, it's reset the April 3rd for trial. Ms. Figueroa, your,
Yes, sir.
your case is being reset for trial on April 3rd. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. Thanks for being patient with us. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir. I have one question, please.
Ms. Figueroa, I think
Oh.
you might need to talk to your attorney.
Okay, yes, sir. Okay.
First, but not over Zoom. You may have to give him a call, okay?
Yes, sir. Not a
Okay,
problem. Yes,
so
sir.
you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You-
Bye-bye.
This is Hernandez. Oh, yeah. Okay, we have, okay. You have a Derek Jenkins?
I do. Is he on Zoom, Your Honor?
No, I don't think so.
We were trying to work that case out, Your Honor.
Okay, well, we'll come back to him.
Come back to him. then.
Okay. Hernan Chavez,
Mr. Shub.
he's present.
He is present right outside the court.
That's not, is that a, please?
It is not, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's on your pretrial conference docket. It'll
Right.
be placed on your trial.
Okay, we got that too. This is cause number 330546. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Hernan Chavez. Mr. Chavez, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Chavez?
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Chavez, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney James Paget. Attorney Paget, what's your announcement in Mr. Chavez's case?
After reviewing the offer, Your Honor, my client is asking that the case be placed on the trial docket.
Okay, give us a trial date.
And Your Honor, before you gave the date, I would ask for a little grace on this. My client works in the San Diego area. He's gainfully employed, just landed a good job. If you would possibly give us a little more grace on the time, it would help.
We'll just see you accent.
Very expensive flight.
Instead of the, okay.
I
Right.
would ask for a little bit more time than that. Your
Well, how
Honor.
much time do y'all need?
60 days at least, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah, it was gonna be reset 60, because it's gonna be in April, but she could put it in a little further out.
That would help.
May 8th, 15th, 27th.
That's fine.
Yes, 15th would be great.
May 15th?
Yes, sure.
Okay, this will be May 15th of 2023.
We'll be ready
For
to go.
trial, Mr. Chavez, your attorney, is gonna sign for your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Jefferson and Torres. Do we have the information for the discovery certification on I'll sign the warrant on this one. Huh?
Good carry.
The-
This is cause number 331028. Case is style the state of Texas versus Kevin Jamel Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jefferson, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Jefferson, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Mr. Jefferson, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Jefferson?
All right, how about you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Jefferson, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney James Paget. Attorney Paget, do you waive a record in Mr. Jefferson's case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jefferson, I have before me a document that is titled Information. This information alleges that on or about September 26th of 2021, while you were operating a motor vehicle at a public place in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated. Mr. Jefferson, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Jefferson, how do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Yes,
Now, you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily,
yes,
and are you pleading guilty because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
No.
Oh, excuse me, are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
yes.
Mr. Jefferson, I also have before me a document. You got both of them checked. I should have just checked the DWI box, not the A.
I noticed that, Judge, I just, because it was enhanced, I didn't know if you wanted them both checked or like.
Enhanced, this is a DWI first.
Okay, then I apologize. I thought it was 0.15. I didn't mean to.
No, this says DWI.
That's right. No,
Is
that's right.
that Kevin Jamel Jefferson?
That's right. That's right, Judge. It's my mistake.
Okay. Now, Mr. Jefferson, I have before me a document that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishments. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And on page 2 of this same document, Mr. Jefferson, there are a set of initials on a line next to a box that's checked guilty. The initials are KJ. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes.
On the next page of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes.
The next document is titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature above the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes that's checked. The first box says check states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The second box says check states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And Mr. Jefferson, I also have a document that's titled discovery certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
Mr. Jefferson, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Mr. Jefferson, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
State would do so at this time, Your Honor.
Any
No
objections?
To stage one, Your Honor.
No objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Patrick, you advised and counsel Mr. Jefferson. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Jefferson, your attorney, Mr. Paget, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes.
Mr. Jefferson, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waiver is freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
In exchange for a plea of guilty, the state's agreed to recommend 90 days in the Jefferson County Jail, probated for 1 year, a $500 fine, court costs, 40 hours community-based service.
40 hours
Yes,
community service,
DWI education course
CWI.
and drug alcohol assessment and all other standard terms and conditions deemed appropriate by probation, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Jefferson, the state is offering that you serve 90 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you'll not be required to serve any time in jail because you'll be placed on probation for 1 year. During the 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 and court costs of $422, which comes to a total of fine and court costs of $22. You'll also be required to pay a probation fee of $60 each month, a urinalysis fee of $15 each month. You'll be required to pay Jefferson County DWI education class an initial evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the plea. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. Your total monthly installments, that is the total amount that you will be required to pay each month while you are on probation, is $160. Will you be able to pay the $160 each month?
Yes.
You'll also be required to perform 40 hours of community service, attend a DWI education class, and have a drug and alcohol assessment. You'll also be required, well, y'all said that already, you'll be required to attend and complete the DWI education class. You'll also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of probation. Mr. Jefferson, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes.
Do you accept the state's offer?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Jefferson, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state, Mr. Jefferson. You're gonna stand on the X next to your attorney, follow the directions of the clerk. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir, over here, my friend.
Jefferson County Court at Law number 2, back in session. Next case is cause number 332-536. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Danzel Keith Kennerson. Mr. Kennerson, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kennerson, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Kennerson, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kennerson, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Kennerson?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
That's good. Mr. Kennerson, I have before me, well, you're here represented by your attorney James Padgett. I have before me a motion to forfeit that was filed by the state. Is that correct, state?
Well, Your Honor, yes, sir.
Did you,
In exchange for due to the plea agreement. That's correct.
y'all have a plea?
Well, I mean,
It's gonna be a
dismissal for
forfeiture.
forfeiture.
Okay, that's what I'm doing the forfeiture first.
Understood.
Okay, I thought he was,
But
We're not opposed to anything you're saying. So
There's
okay, he looked a little,
no,
Yeah.
We're okay.
okay. So, Mr., let me do this again. So, Mr. Kennerson, I have before me a motion to forfeit that was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. Mr. Kennerson, do you recognize this motion?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Kennerson, before you sign and initial this document, did your attorney go over this document with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in this document?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your
Yes, sir.
knowledge? Now, state, see that you've also signed on this on this motion.
that's correct, Judge.
Now, Mr. Kennerson, in this motion, it says that the weapon will be forfeited to the Port Arthur Police Department. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you want the court to grant this motion?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the court is granting this motion to forfeit. Now, also, I have a companion motion to dismiss the case in to dismiss the case. Is that correct, Mr. Harper?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kennerson? Pulling up that motion. Okay. The state is dismissing this case for the forfeiture of the weapon in this case to the Port Arthur Police Department. Okay, Mr. Peterson, I've just signed the motion. It's going to take a few minutes for it to get into the dismissal queue. And the clerk can give a copy of that motion to your attorney. Okay,
We'll send it to you.
Yes, sir.
okay, so if this is your attorney, I think he said he's going to send it to you, so you're free to go.
Thank
You have a blessed day.
All right, have a nice day.
Still waiting for this thing to.
Oh, no. Your Honor, I just have two up on Zoom for
Okay,
sure, and then
okay,
I'll
hold on a
back
minute.
off and try to work on my other one. If I
Okay.
can do that. One of the gentlemen up there, yeah, sick.
Next case is cause number 33065, excuse me, cause number 330642. Case is filed, State of Texas versus Sergio Javier Arriaga. Mr. Arriaga is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Arriaga, you can take your mic off of mute. And Mr. Arriaga is represented in this case by attorney James Petty. Attorney, Mr. Arriaga, how are you doing?
Man,
Okay, he's doing well.
He's.
He's a thumbs up.
He's ill.
He's
He's
ill.
ill.
Okay.
That's why he's
Mr.
not here in person.
Okay, Mr. Arriaga, you represented by Attorney James Padgett. Attorney Padgett, what's your announcement in Mr. Arriaga's case?
We would like to stay on the trial docket, Your Honor.
Okay, give us a reset. Is that a good date? Okay, April 3rd, 2023. Case is being reset. Mr. Padgett, you signed for your reset?
I will, Your Honor.
Okay, and the next, Mr. Arriaga, you're free to go. We hope that you have a speedy recovery. This will conclude your case. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
yeah.
Okay, the next case is Ana Cristina Hernandez. Cause number 332252. Ms. Hernandez, you could take your mic off of mute. Ms. Hernandez, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Hernandez, you're represented in this case by your attorney, Attorney James Padgett. Attorney Padgett, what's your announcement in Ms. Hernandez case?
Your Honor, Ms. Hernandez is on your pretrial conference docket today. I would ask that it be placed on your trial docket, and the April the 3rd date is fine.
April 3rd? We good? Okay. Is that, she's on page 5 of the announcement docket, the third one from the top. Okay, this case will be set for trial April 3rd of 2023. Ms. Hernandez, stay in contact with your attorney, Mr. Padgett. He will be given a copy of your reset. Your bondsman will also be given a notice of your reset. So stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. This will conclude your case. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
You too, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome.
So you got.
How do you?
And we're-
And then,
Oh, that's the gentleman.
Mr. Brown is on your announcement.
Okay, that's the gentleman we've been trying to.
you can take a video.
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. I've been texting trying to help you with that.
But this is cause number 332274, case of style of state of Texas versus Kevon C. Brown of Kevon Cardell Brown. We have Mr. Brown appearing via Zoom. He's appearing on Zoom. He just has iPad. Mr. Brown is represented in this case by his attorney, Attorney James Padgett. Attorney Padgett, I guess Mr. Brown is having some difficulties with his mic. Is that correct?
Yes,
Because I
Your
don't
Honor.
think he can. Okay. Mr. Padgett, what is your announcement in Mr. Brown's case?
And I've been texting with him, Your Honor, so I'm aware of his issues with his mic. It's
Okay.
gonna, we've received all the discovery on it, Your Honor. You can place this on your plea docket. I just need to sit down with him and review the discovery. I've received everything.
Okay, give us a
We're ready to move
reset
forward.
date. Right below Hernandez, on the same, on the announcement docket, page 5. Which, April 3rd? Yeah. Okay, set for announcement. You can get signed for your reset, Mr. Padgett, once you get your reset. Is this your last case? Oh, yeah, you have those two on hold?
But Mr. Kelly, this should be here.
Okay, we had
DeAndre Kelly,
two of your cases on
and the
hold.
other one.
Okay, won't you sign for your resets? DeAndre Jalen Kelly. Mr. Porter, would you, and call for, Derek Jenkins as well.
Please here. If he is here, we're ready to move forward.
Okay, so we'll just, hold on.
Keep working on.
Yeah, we'll
Appreciate
come
your
back.
Time, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank you.
we had Miss Norman. Jarvis Botley. Mr. Botley, you can come forward. This is cause number 325512. Case is style of state of Texas versus Jarvis Lynn Botley. Mr. Botley, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Botley? That's good. Mr. Botley, you're here represented by your attorney Marshall Norman. Attorney Norman, how you doing?
Good.
Attorney Norman, what's your announcement in Mr. Botley's case?
We have a discovery, we have an offer, we need a trial setting.
Okay, give us a trial date. Mr. Botley, your case will be reset for trial April 3rd of 2023. Your attorney, Ms. Norman, is going to sign for your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Okay, so please sign for his reset.
You ready for my plea, Judge?
Hold on a minute. Ms. Norman, oh, no, that's a felony. This is a felony. Ms. Norman, you just have this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, okay. Mr. Burbank, did they get the paperwork ready on that one?
We hope so, Judge.
It's ready? Which one is it? Broussard? Darian Broussard? Adams County Court at Law number 2 is back in session in two cases, cause number 331-274 and cause number 331-276. Both cases are style of state of Texas versus Darian Broussard or Darian Jermaine Broussard. Mr. Broussard, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Broussard, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Broussard, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Broussard, you may put your hand down. Mr. Broussard, you're here representing your cases by your attorney, Attorney Tom Burbank. Attorney Burbank, how are you doing? Mr. Burbank, do you waive a record in Mr. Broussard's cases? And the state is represented by Attorney Lamar Johnson. Attorney Johnson, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Broussard, in cause number 331-274, I have before me an information that alleges that on or about October 16th of 2021, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of evading arrest detention. Mr. Broussard, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Broussard, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Broussard, I also have before me that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishments. Yes, that. Okay, now, Mr. Broussard, I have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor plea admonishment, also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, there's a set of initials, two sets of initials on the line next to a document or next to a box that's checked nolo contendere, which means no contest. The first set of initials is initials of your attorney. Second set of initials, DB. Did you place your initials next to your attorney's initials?
Yes, sir.
On next page of the same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is that your signature? On the next document that's titled trial court certification, defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
There are two boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Second box states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I also have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir. It is.
Now, prior to signing and initialing these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Broussard, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, like to offer States 1?
Yes, Your Honor, State Office Station 1.
Any objections?
States one.
No objection. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. And I have before me States 2. You like to offer States 2, State?
Yes, Your Honor. State
Proper
Office
cause
Station
affidavit?
12.
Any objections? No objection. States 2. State's Exhibit Number 2 is admitted as well. Mr. Burbank, you've advised and counseled Mr. Broussard. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No.
Mr. Broussard, your attorney, Mr. Burbank, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Broussard, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, in exchange for defendant's plea of no contest in this case, the state is recommending that the court defer adjudicating guilt at this time and instead place defendant on community supervision for a period of 1 year, Your Honor. Require defendant to pay a $750 fine and to complete 60 hours of community service. We're also asking that the standard terms and conditions of probation include a moral recognition class. And in connection with this plea agreement, Your Honor, the state has moved to dismiss companion case number 331276 in exchange for forfeiture of the weapon that was found, which is a black Taurus 9mm pistol, serial number TJN03937.
Get it forfeit. Mr. Broussard, the state is offering that you serve 1 year deferred probation. During the 1 year probationary period, you'll be required during the 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $750. You'll also be required to pay court costs. The total fine and court costs comes to an amount of $1,057. You will be required to pay a probation fee of $60 each month, a urinalysis fee of $15 each month. You'll also be required to reimburse the court-appointed attorney's fees of $250. Now, your total monthly installments, that is, the total amount that you will be required to pay each month is $195 a month. Will you be able to pay the $195 each month?
Yes, sir.
Now, you will also be required to perform 60 hours of community service, attend and complete a moral recognition class as a condition of probation. And I also have before me a motion to forfeit the weapon. In this case, that is also part of this plea bargaining agreement, and as part of the plea bargaining, the case will be just, the court will, not the court will be dismissing clause number 331276, and you will also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions. Now, Mr. Broussard, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer is fair and just?
Fair.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Broussard, I also have before me a motion to forfeit the weapon in cause number 331276. Do you recognize this motion?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature above the line that's titled appended?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Burbank, is this your signature on the line? His attorney? And Mr. Johnson, is this your signature on the line above, it says Assistant Criminal District Attorney?
Yes, sir.
Now, this weapon will be forfeited to the Beaumont Police Department. And Mr. Broussard, as I mentioned earlier, prior to signing and initialing this document, did your attorney go over this document with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in this document?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Broussard, I will grant the motion to forfeit the weapon in cause number 331276, and the court will follow the plea bargain agreement in cause number 331274. Now, Mr. Broussard, if you successfully complete the probationary period in cause number 331274, this case will be dismissed. It will not result in a conviction in record, and you may qualify for a non-disclosure.
Yes, sir.
You can talk to your attorney about the non-disclosure because he's quite competent in those matters. Now, Mr. Broussard, you're gonna stand on the X in front of our court clerk and follow her direction. Once you finish following her direction, you'll be free to go, and you have a. And Mr. Burbank, is this your last case? Or do you have another? Okay. Okay, you will have that one case with that person in drug court. Okay.
Did you take judicial notice that I came here before you come?
Yeah. Okay, this is cause number 327-818, case of style of state of Texas versus Jacoby O'Neill Moore. Mr. Moore, is that your full name? How you doing, Mr. Moore? That's good. Now, Mr. Moore, you're here represented by your attorney Lennon Prince. Attorney Prince, how are you doing?
Doing well, Your Honor.
That's good. Mr. Prince, what is your announcement in Mr. Moore's case?
Yeah, we, the fence is ready, but I believe we have an agreement.
Okay,
We do, Your Honor. We are asking for a reset to give the state time to file a JP reduction in this case, Your Honor, and also
go ahead and pay it.
defendant time to pay.
How much time does he need?
He's still a college student, it's 45 days, Your Honor.
Okay, 45, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
Give, okay. Yeah, give us,
He asked me if he could do 60.
okay, let's see. She's been resetting it to April 3rd, right?
Yes, sir. April 3rd.
Okay, we'll give you 60. March. Yeah, that'll be more than 60.
That's 60.
Yeah.
I think that's-
Okay, so the case is gonna be reset till March 3rd of 2023. You can get your reset. Your attorney's gonna sign for your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. What school you attend?
I'm gonna transfer to main campus U of H. I
U of
went
H?
to Blinn for 2 years.
You went to Blinn? Okay, okay. Well, make sure you keep your grades up.
I will, got to.
Yeah, all right, all right. Nice seeing you. Like last time you, Mr. Prince, you appeared on Zoom, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, okay, all right. All right, we'll see you later. Okay, this client is here? Okay,
Yes, right.
okay.
It's strange. It's on the docket, but they had already faxed a receipt.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
The mapping is-
Yeah. He didn't show up, did he? Okay. This is cause number 333-432, case of South State of Texas versus Cody Allen Pascal. Mr. Pascal, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Pascal, how are you doing? That's good. Now, Mr. Pascal, in this case, you're not represented by an attorney, is that correct?
I believe the court approves.
I don't see I see Rojas is on the felony case.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you need an attorney on this case, you have three options. Number one, you can hire an attorney. Number two, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. And number three, you may represent yourself. Now, if you want an attorney to represent you and you have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so. If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. If you want to waive your right to an attorney or give up your right to an attorney and represent yourself, you may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you first sign a written waiver, meaning that a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. That is, you'll be signing a document stating that you're giving up your right to be represented by an attorney that you're designed to represent yourself. Now, be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're going to be given this document that I'm reading, and it states at the bottom of this document, defendant's choice, mark initials next to only one choice. If your choice is you want to reset your case to hire your attorney, then you will sign your name on the first line to the left. If you've already hired an attorney to represent you in this case, then you'll place your initial on the second line to the left. If your choice is you want to apply for a court-appointed attorney, then you'll place your initials on the third line to the left and then you place your initials on the third line to the left. If you've already been appointed a court-appointed attorney in this case, which you have not, then you would have signed your name on the fourth, place your initials on the fourth line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is you want to waive your right to an attorney to represent yourself, then you'll put your initials on the fifth line to the left. Once you finish signing, initialing one of the 5 lines, then you will sign the bottom of this document that says defendant, and you will date it today's date, January 30th of 2023. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Bailiff, would you please give him a document titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney? Okay, we have, let's see. Emmett. Ms. Young. Dustin, okay. Mr. Galmore, Mr. Galmore, you have 2 cases on Emmett Young. Mr. Young and Mr. Galmore is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Young, how are you doing?
Good, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. And Mr. Galmore, how are you
Yes,
doing?
Judge. I'm great, Judge. How are you today?
Okay, I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Galmore, you want to keep these cases on the court's trial docket?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Galmore, Mr. Young, stay in contact with your attorney. Your attorney is going to be given your reset date for these cases on the trial docket. And Mr. Galmore, You'll be given notice of your reset dates. It'll be sent to you. You're free to go. You have a blessed day, and Mr. Young, you're free to go as well. You have a blessed day.
I
Thank
do
you, Your
have
Honor.
another case though, Judge.
Oh, you do?
I have Mr. Dollins on the trial docket.
Okay,
He
let me
should
get
be
to
appearing by Zoom.
okay. Mr. Young, you're free to go.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
All right, same to you. Dollars. Dollars. Okay, here we go. This is clause number 327496, case of style of state of Texas versus Christopher Lewis Dollins. Mr. Dollins is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Dollins, how are you doing?
Pretty good, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Galmore, you'd like to keep Mr. Dollins' case on the trial docket as well?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, your recess will be sent to you. Mr. Galmore and Mr. Dollins, stay in contact with your attorney, your bonds, whenever we give notice of your recess dates. Thanks for being patient with us. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
You too, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
I have one more, Judge, Mr. Livingston on the announcement docket.
Okay. Mr. Bailey, would you please get Jonathan Livingston in court? Okay, Mr. Livingston, would you please come forward? Okay. Okay. Stand over here. No, gentlemen, you stand over here. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Your name is Jonathan Livingston?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Livingston?
Doing good. How you doing?
Mr. Livingston, you're represented by Attorney Dustin Galmore. Attorney Galmore, how you doing?
I'm great, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Galmore, what is your announcement in Mr. Livingston's case?
Judge, we need another announcement date in order to finish discovery.
Okay, give us, okay, this case is gonna be reset to April 3rd of 2023. Mr. Livingston, you're gonna get a copy of your reset date in court. Please stand over there on the wall behind this gentleman.
Yes, sir.
Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day.
Dude.
Okay. And this is, he didn't write his name on there, Mr. Pascal. Mr. Pascal, would you please come back forward? Okay, okay, he wants to apply for court-appointed lawyer, so he needs to fill out a affidavit. Okay, just go have a seat. He's gonna give you an affidavit to fill out.
I think you might already have one on file.
No, that's an affidavit on file?
Uh-huh.
No, he was appointed attorney in the felony court, not in misdemeanor court. Mr. Gertz,
Morning, Judge.
good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm good, thank you.
You have, Brian Chance?
Yes, Judge. He's outside. I've got two of my people outside now.
Yeah, you can bring him in. Yeah, they could.
Three of them.
This door is locked, just go back up there.
Brian Chance? This is cause number 326-384, case of style of state of Texas versus Brian Edwin Chance. Mr. Chance, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Chance, you're here represented by your attorney, Ryan Gertz. Attorney Gertz, how are you doing?
Great, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Gertz, what is your announcement in Mr. Chance's case?
Judge, we may still be able to get this worked out, but we don't have it worked out today.
Okay.
We could either put it on another announcement or a pretrial.
It's on pretrial, so you want to keep it on pretrial?
Keep it on.
Okay, give us a pretrial date,
27.
March 27th. Mr. Chance, your case is going to be reset on the pretrial docket March 27th. Please stand over there. Your attorney is gonna sign. And once he signs for the reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Busa Wakona Haley.
Yes, sir.
This is cause number 332162, case to style the state of Texas versus Musa Wakona Haley. Mr. Haley, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Haley?
Tired this much.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Haley, you're here represented by your attorney Ryan Gertz. Attorney Gertz, what's your announcement?
Judge, we'd like to put this case in the trial docket.
Reset for trial, okay.
Yeah.
Give us a trial date.
April 3rd.
Okay, this case will be reset to April 3rd on trial. Mr. Haley, stay in contact with your attorney. Well, your attorney is gonna sign for your reset. Once you get the reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and stay in contact with your attorney and your boss. Mr. Gertz, would you please sign for his reset?
I will, Judge. Thank you.
And we have on Zoom. We have Brandon Gaskin, cause number 332284. Mr. Gaskin is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Gaskin, you can take your mic off of mute. How are you doing, Mr. Gaskin?
Good, Your Honor, and you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Gaskin. You're represented by Attorney Ryan Gertz. Attorney Gertz, what's your announcement in Mr. Gaskin's case?
Judge, we'd like to put this case in the trial docket, please.
Okay, give us a trial date.
April 10th.
Okay, this case is reset to April 10th of 2023. Mr. Gaskin, your attorney is gonna sign for your reset. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You're free to go. Thanks for being patient with us, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor, you too.
Okay. Mr. Cobb, you need to get out of here with that, your phone. Please do not have your phone on in court. Take your hand off the bench. Mr. Miguel Angel Alvarado Jr., is that correct?
It's not a junior.
Okay, it was Miguel Angel Alvarado.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Alvarado?
Good, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. So Alvarado, you're here represented by your attorney Ryan Gertz. Attorney Gertz, what's your announcement in Mr. Alvarado's case?
Judge, we are working out Veterans Court for Mr. Alvarado. We've hit a hiccup. We're not really sure where the hiccup is, but we're fixing it. The issue is Mr. Alvarado lives in New York now, and so has been flying into New York. So I would ask that we reset it to get the Veterans Court deal worked out. I think we can get some of that stuff done by Zoom for him, but I guess my request would be that we do a longer resetting than April.
Yeah, before, and something I didn't discuss with council before, we're gonna have to discuss, is that because we're gonna have an issue with out-of-state Veterans Court, but
we may be able to work it out.
I need to talk to Ms. Mofino, she's in charge of it, to make sure, like we had last week, Judge, making sure that they've been signed up. But I do.
He wants to give him an extended reset, give about 90 days.
Great.
Okay. Okay, this case will be reset May 15th, 2023. Mr. Alvarado, the attorney's gonna sign for your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go. You have a safe trip back home and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
All right. And Mr. Gerst, is this your last one?
That was it.
Okay, you're free to go as well and you have a blessed day. Okay. Who's the gentleman on, the gentleman on Zoom on iPad, this case was already taken care of by, his attorney Paget.
There should be Mr. Como on there, via Zoom, Judge.
No, I'm talking about the gentleman that says iPad.
Okay.
This case was already taken care of by, okay, the person that's on iPad, your case was disposed of by your attorney, Mr. James Paget. So you're free to go. You have a blessed day. I don't think he's here. I'm gonna have to remove it. Byron McCarty. This is cause number 329772, case of style of state of Texas versus Byron Christopher McCarty. Mr. McCarty, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. McCarty? I'm doing fine. Mr. McCarty, you're here represented by your attorney John Macy, who is appearing via Zoom. Attorney Macy, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Okay, I see that Mr. McCarty has a felony case that was set today in drug court. Was that case reset today? Okay, Mr. Macy, would you like to have this misdemeanor case set along with his felony case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you know the court date? 8. Okay, this case is going to be reset with your felony case on April 3rd. Mr. McCarty, please go over to the far window, and the court coordinator will give you reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Macy, thanks for being patient with us. You'll be free to go. I think this is your only case, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you're free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Did we get, Mr. Kevon?
Yes, sir.
Kevon Brown?
Yes, sir. I've been in the live, but
Okay, we have been trying to talk to you. Apparently you didn't have your volume on. Your audio was not on. We kept talking to you. Your attorney, Mr. Paget, came in. If you probably saw him, he came in and resolved your case. He told us that he had been communicating with you by telephone. So your case, hold on a minute.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again, Your Honor? You kind of breaking up.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let me see where his case was.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, Your Honor.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I'm trying to pull
Yes, sir.
your case up. Okay, yeah, Mr. Brown, your case was reset till April 3rd of 2023. Your attorney had your case reset. He said he had been communicating with you via telephone. He was aware of your audio problems. He made the court aware of your audio problems as well. And so again, your case has been reset to April 3rd of 2023. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You're free to go. Oh, hold on a minute. I think he's zooming in right now. Hold on a minute. No, that's somebody else. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No. Okay, so you're free to go. Stay in contact with your attorney, your bondsman. Again, your case has been reset by your attorney for April 3rd of 2023.
April 3rd, 2023. Yes, sir, Your Honor. And also, once again, I want to apologize. I got on my wife's iPad and I didn't know it didn't show my name. It just said iPad on there.
Yeah, I know. That's what we kept on saying. He kept on saying iPad. And we was asking, the person that was on Zoom with iPad, please state your full name. But you couldn't hear us, so we didn't know. But your attorney came in and identified you from the video.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yes,
So
sir.
all right. You're free to go.
All right.
And you have a blessed day.
All right, yes, sir. You too. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. We have 2 cases. Cause number 329568 and cause number 329570. Both cases are filed in the state of Texas versus Carlos Guzman Torres. Hold on a minute. And Mr. Torres, is that your full name?
Torres Guzman. He speaks a little bit of English, Judge. I may be better if I can.
Okay, Mr. Rojas, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Rojas, do you swear to interpret Spanish to English and English to Spanish, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. Mr. Rojas, ask Mr. Torres if his full name is Carlos Guzman Torres.
Yes.
And how are you doing, Mr. Torres?
Yeah, good.
Okay, now, Mr. Torres, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Torres, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Torres, you may put your hand down. Mr. Torres, you represented in this case by Attorney Charles Rojas. Attorney Rojas, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge.
Mr. Rojas, do you waive a record
We
in
do.
Mr. Torres' case?
We do.
And the state is represented by Attorney Lamar Johnson. Attorney Johnson, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Torres, I have before me a document that is titled Information. This information alleges that on or about January 20th of 2021, while you were operating a motor vehicle in a public place in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. Mr. Torres, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes.
And to discharge Mr. Torres, how do you plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
Guilty.
Guilty? Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Mr. Torres, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. It is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Torres, at the bottom of this document, there's a paragraph that's titled Citizenship. And it reads, if you are not a US citizen, a plea of guilty or nolo contendere may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, are these your initials, CT, below this paragraph that I've just read to you?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Torres, are you a citizen of the United States?
Oh, no.
Did he fill out one of
We
those?
didn't do that page, chose a criminal.
Oh, yeah. One in English or Spanish?
Either one. Translated from you. Sí.
And you did waive a record in this case.
We
is that
did.
correct? And Mr. Torres, I have before me a document that reads, all foreign nationals except those from mandatory notification countries. Now, Mr. Rojas, what country?
He's from Mexico. yeah.
He's from Mexico? All right, so now, Mr. Torres, I have before me this document that's titled English for all foreign nationals except those mandatory notification countries. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
Now, is this your signature on this document?
Yes. Yes.
Before you signed this document, did your attorney, Mr. Rojas, go over this document with you in Spanish?
Okay. Yes.
And did you understand everything that Mr. Rojas went over?
Okay. Yes.
And is everything in this document that Mr. Rojas went over true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Okay. Yes.
The last sentence stated, I do what this last sentence asks, do you want us to notify your consular officers at this time? And it's circled no, is that correct?
Okay. Yes.
Now, Mr. Torres, do you still want to go forward with your plea in this case? Plea of guilty?
Ya no. Sí. No, que si quieres avisar al consulado. Oh, no, no quiero.
What is he saying?
Okay, so entonces la pregunta es, ¿quieres seguir con el caso? Sí. Yes, okay.
Yes, okay. Now,
Do you want to advise
Miss-
the consulate? He said no.
okay, now, Mr. Rojas, did you advise your client to the consequences of pleading guilty or no contest Did you, well, I guess advise him pursuant to Padilla versus Kentucky?
I did, Your Honor.
All right, and did he understand everything that you went on?
Yes, sir.
All right, now, I also have before me, on page 2 of State's Exhibit number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment, a set of initials, CT, on the line next to a box that says check guilty. Mr. Torres, did you place your initials on this document?
Yes.
On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Hey, yes.
On the next document that's titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document?
Hey, yes.
And is this your signature above the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, yes.
There are 2 boxes that are checked at the top of this document. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Hey, yes.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Hey, yes.
Now, did you also sign a document that is titled Discovery Certification?
Hey, yes.
And is this your signature on the line that is titled Defendant?
Hey, yes.
Now, Mr. Torres, before you signed all of these documents, before you signed and initial all of these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did your attorney go over these documents with you in Spanish?
Hey, yes.
And did you understand everything that he went over?
Hey, yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Hey, yes.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, would you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1 into evidence?
Yes, Your Honor, state offers stage 1 and state would also offer stage 2, the probable cause affidavit. We're asking that the court take judicial notice of the PC affidavit in the court file.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. State's Exhibit number 2 will also be admitted, and the court will take judicial notice of the probable cause affidavit that is in the court's file. Mr. Rojas, you have advised and counseled Mr. Torres. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, now, Mr. Torres, your attorney, Mr. Rojas, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Hey, yes.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Hey, yes.
Okay. Mr. Torres, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Hey.
State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, in exchange for the defendant's plea, I believe you pled guilty in this case, Your Honor.
Yes.
In exchange for the defendant's plea of guilty, the state is recommending confinement in the Jefferson County Jail for a period of 30 days, Your Honor. We're asking that the defendant be receive credit for all time to which he's entitled by law.
Do we have any affidavit entries? Okay.
Are you talking about this one, Your Honor?
Well, yeah, I want to see if there was one in file.
Okay.
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 And what about the court costs?
Your Honor, he will be surrendering himself today on the term.
Okay, at 6 p.m., at or before 6 p.m.?
No, I believe he's going from.
From the courtroom.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And lastly, Your Honor, this case is in connection with this plea agreement, the state has moved to dismiss the companion case number 329568.
Okay, so they're going to dismiss 329568. Okay. Did we have one?
I believe the one time Mr. Matuska was appointed. So there should be some.
It might be a mattress warning. Okay. Mr. Torres, in cause number 329-570, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You will be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. The court cost in this case is $502. Will you be able to pay the $502?
Right now?
Yeah,
Let's see.
all right. Now, Mr. Torres, I have before me a document that is titled Affidavit of Indigence that was signed, it says it's August 31st of 2021. It was a judge signed that he met the eligibility requirements. Mr. Rojas, would you please show this document to your attorney, to your client? Mr. Torres, do you recognize that document?
Yes.
Now, on page 2 of that document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant signature. Is that your signature?
That's not his signature, Judge. I think maybe one of the clerks signed it at the jail form. Can you still say something? No.
Okay,
That's not his signature.
turn to page, oh, that's your signature on that document, asking for a court appointed attorney? Okay. Now, on page 1 of that document, is everything still true and correct? Okay, so the court is gonna find that Mr. Torres is still indigent. Based on that finding of indigence, the court costs in this case will be waived pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. Mr. Torres, that means you will not have to pay the court costs of $502. Okay? Now, Mr. Torres, the state will also be dismissing cause number 329-568. Do you understand the state's offer?
Yes.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes.
Do you accept the state's offer?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Torres, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the court. The court will be waiving the court cost of $502 pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure because the court is finding that you are indigent. And the court will be dismissing cause number 329-568. Now, Mr. Torres, you're gonna stand on the X, you need to get his prints. And once she gets your print, you're gonna follow the bailiff to the back. Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, sir.
Is that Mr. Como? He's no longer on Zoom?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. I'm still working.
Oh, you still talking to him? To the
I'm
prosecutor?
still talking to the prosecutor.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead.
But I do have two cases. One is set on the trial docket and one I'm asking for a reset on. Mr. Smith is in a murder trial, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see. Well, that was Como. He was on Zoom. He did appear. I mean, he was on Zoom for a while.
Yeah.
So we can rehead on and reset him?
I'd have to reset him anyway. He was set for a plea this morning, Judge. I no way to sign him up if you see here via Zoom.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was transferred over. Okay.
And then on calls.
Hold on, let me get her. Trina, on the trial docket, the last Stephen Como, the gentleman that was on Zoom. I don't know what happened to Zoom, might have ran out, but anyway. His case, he's the last person on page one, reset him, keep him on you say, is that set for a plea?
I
You
believe
said?
it's set for a plea, Your Honor.
Okay, reset him on a plea docket. Yes.
I'm sorry.
She's.
Let's do April. Yes, ma'am.
April 3rd.
Should work. We get married in March, so.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. What's that? I can't hear anything she said.
She didn't want to go further out.
No, April's fine. I'm sorry. Let me just double check. You said the 3rd?
Okay, Juan Hymas.
Yes, Judge, and then, calls number 331748. I need a reset on, he set on the trial.
Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm gonna get Mr. Torres dismissal.
Hey, I'm sorry, we're gonna-
No.
Need some more time to go do your stuff. I'll be working with first. One of the-
Okay, I just signed that dismissal on Torres. Is this Juan Hymas?
Yes.
Okay, this is cause number 330-762, case of South States, Texas versus Juan Hymas. And Mr. Hymas, you're represented in this case by your attorney, well, Bruce Smith. However, standing in for Mr. Smith is attorney Brendan Mitchell. Does Mr. Mitchell have your permission to stand in for Mr. Smith? Okay, Mr. Mitchell, what is your announcement in Mr. Hymas' case?
Judge, we're asking for a reset, just to go over a couple more things and try to work something out with the state.
Okay, keep it on the announcement docket. Give us a reset date.
April 3rd.
Is that, okay,
That-
okay, April 3rd of 2023. Mr. Hymas, Mr. Mitchell is gonna sign for your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
And then Judge, did you get that other calls number from me?
That other case, what is it?
331.
No, what's the name?
Oh, I can't pronounce it. It's VERINGUE. First name is Scott.
On the announcement docket.
That's on the announcement.
There's one trial doctor, so. But clearly it just needs a reset since Bruce can't be here.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Wait. Is
Z,
this
hold on a minute.
This was the one that's in federal custody.
Okay, we're looking, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
And I'm sorry, Judge, this one's.
Scott Zaret, that's a warrant that's out.
Yeah, he's in federal custody. Sorry, I just said the note here.
Warrant status, oh, NTDC, that's what it says here, yeah.
This one says federal custody.
Yeah, okay. This-
Attorney Marsha Norman is appointed on the Fed case.
Norman, well, she's on the drug case, on the felony case. Yeah, so, yeah, you can go. That case, he's in
Okay. I've
custody.
got two more I'm trying to work out with the state judge.
All right.
Oh, Mr. Mitchell.
Mitchell, she needs your signature. Hold on a minute.
Is the time was.
Yeah.
Okay, court is back in session. Now, Mr. Homo.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mitchell was standing in for Mr. Bruce Smith.
Yes, sir.
We noticed that you had appeared, and so your case, we was thinking that you might have had some difficulties with your Zoom, so your case was reset till to April 3rd of 2023. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes.
And thanks for being patient.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Now, we have another gentleman that's on Zoom that has James's 522. Sir, would you please state your full name? I see James Pageant is also on Zoom. Sir, what's your name?
Derek Ryan Jenkins.
Hold on a minute.
Yes, sir.
That's my client, Your Honor.
Yes. Looking for him on the docket. Oh, he's on page 1 of the trial docket. I mean, the pretrial conference docket. Okay, Mr. Jenkins is cause number 330148, case of style of state of Texas versus Derek Ryan Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, is that your full name?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Jenkins, you're here represented by your attorney who is also appearing via Zoom, Mr. James Paget. Mr. Jenkins, how are you doing?
I've been better, but I'm alive. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. And Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Jenkins' case?
Your Honor, we have this case worked out. My client's going to pay a fine plus court costs, and he has a couple of days jail credit. We intended on working it out this morning. He had a medical issue, is why he said he wasn't doing so well. If you would just place this on a plea docket, this case will be disposed of on our next setting.
Okay, this case is going to be reset for plea on April the 3rd of 2023. Mr. Jenkins, we hope that you're feeling better. We hope that you have a speedy recovery. Your case has been reset till April 3rd of 2023. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bond. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. And Mr. Paget, is this your last case?
It is, Your Honor. I do have one more case on a DeAndre Kelly, Your Honor.
DeAndre Kelly, did DeAndre Kelly appear?
I've been trying to reach him, Your Honor, and haven't had any luck as of right up till this moment.
Okay, DeAndre Kelly, there was no response. Okay.
I've done everything in my power, and I'll continue to try to locate him.
Okay, so let's do this. This is cause number 331876, case of style state of Texas versus DeAndre Jalen Kelly. DeAndre Kelly is scheduled to be in court this morning for the court's pretrial conference docket scheduled at 9 a.m. At about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called the name of DeAndre Kelly at the courthouse door. DeAndre Kelly did not answer. DeAndre Kelly has not appeared in court since the court in session. The court's bailiff called Mr. Kelly's name again at the courthouse door at or about 11:48 a.m. on today's date of January 30th of 2023. Mr. Kelly again did not answer. State, do you have a motion? That motion will be granted. DeAndre Kelly's bond will be forfeited and warrant shall be issued for his arrest in cause number 331876. And let note for the record that Mr. Paget, his attorney, did appear. Mr. Paget has made several attempts to contact him to no avail. Mr. Paget, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Well, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're welcome. This is cause number 327-317, case of style of state of Texas versus Stephanie Marie Arthur.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Arthur, is that your full name?
Yes.
How you doing, Mr. Arthur?
Doing well.
That's good, Mr. Arthur. You're here represented by your attorney, Wright Kimler. And Mr. Kimler, again, how are you doing?
Oh, well, Your Honor. Thank
And Mr. Kimler, you want to keep this on trial docket?
you. Yes,
Okay, give us a trial date. Okay, this case is reset for trial April 3rd. Mr. Arthur, stay in contact with your attorney. He's going to sign for you reset. Once you get a reset, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. You have to sign, Mr. Kimler. But we're gonna call up Victor Leon next, but while you doing it, Mr. Leon? This is cause numbers 330-166 and cause number 330-168. Both cases are style of the state of Texas versus Victor Felipe Leon. Mr. Leon, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Doing great, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Kimler, are you representing Mr. Leon? Are you making the same announcement? You want to keep these on the trial docket as well?
ready.
Okay,
State your name too, Judge.
okay. Give us a trial date, yeah.
April 10th.
You look at those videos.
April 10th, 2023.
I got the statements.
Mr. Kimler, you're gonna sign for the reset. Once you get your reset from the attorney, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. And Emmett Young, I saw him. Did we reset that?
Okay.
I think we reset him, yeah. He was with Jalmore.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. Emmett Young. No, you weren't in here. But I told him that we'll send him his date.
Keep it on the trial docket?
Yes.
Russell.
Russell Knapp,
Knapp
is it Knapp or Knapp? Knapp, okay.
or Knapp?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know.
I had it right when I pronounced it the first time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is, well, these are calls number 330-436, calls number 330-438. This case is style of state of Texas versus Russell Ryan Knapp.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Knapp?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Knapp. You're represented by your attorney, right? Attorney Kimmer, you want to keep these on the trial docket as well?
Oh, we're ready, yes.
Okay, give us the,
April 10th.
okay, April 10th. Okay, Mr. Kimmer, you can sign for your recess. Once you get your recess, you'll be free to go. Mr. Knapp, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. Mr. Kimmer, you have a blessed day as well. It's a Eustace Archibald. Okay. You ready to make an announcement in that one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So.
Uh, Okay. Okay, so Mr. Did I pronounce your first name right?
Eustace, yes.
Okay, because I keep looking at it. All right, Eustace Evander
Yes.
Archibald. Okay. Mr. Archibald, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Archibald, your attorney is Mr. Ryan Matuska. Mr. Matuska, how are you doing?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, and Mr. Matuska, you would like to keep these on the trial docket, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Your Honor.
Give us a reset date. Okay, it's gonna be April 10th. Mr. Archibald, you're gonna get your case, you're gonna get your resets from your attorney. Once you get your resets from your attorney, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
All right. This is cause number 324-664, case of solved, State of Texas versus Heather Irene Areca. Ms. Areca, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Ms. Areca?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Areca, you're here represented by your attorney,
Yes, sir.
Attorney Bruce Cobb. Attorney Cobb, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Your Honor.
And now, what's your announcement in Mr. Eric Areca's case?
I think you wanted to announce, was it trial?
Well, actually I did, but, that was the last time we came.
Yes.
I did want to go ahead and do that, but at the same time, I wanted to know what the fine.
Okay, what you,
Yeah, why don't we try to work?
okay, well, we'll just hold. Y'all, yeah, I'll let you talk to the prosecutor. Let's have a seat, and he's gonna give you that information. It's on the announcement document, yeah.
It's written right there. Right.
250?
Look like that's. No, Johnson's case. So we can talk to him.
You could talk to, Mr. Lamar Johnson about that. This is cause number 329453. Case to style the state of Texas versus DeQuincy Dwayne Johnson. Mr. Johnson, is that your full name?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Johnson, take the gun out your mouth. There's a trash can right there. All right, thank you. Now, Mr. Johnson, how are you doing? That's good. Mr. Johnson, you represented by Attorney Bruce Smith. However, Attorney Bruce Smith is in another court. He's in trial. However, standing in for Attorney Smith is Attorney Brennan Mitchell. Does Mr. Mitchell have your permission to stand in for Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir.
All right, now, Mr. Mitchell, again, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Judge.
And what is your announcement in Mr. Johnson's case?
We're asking the court for a brief reset to go over some things. I believe Mr. Smith has filed a motion to suppress in the cause. And that
We
way.
probably need to put this on pretrial conference.
Proper, so Judge.
Okay. On
You did see a motion in there. I wasn't aware he had filed one, so.
Miss Redmond, on DeQuincy Johnson, we're gonna need a reset on the pretrial conference docket. He's on the trial docket, page 2, second from the top. It's gonna be April 3rd, 2023, pretrial conference. Now, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Mitchell is gonna sign for your reset. Once you get your reset from Mr. Johnson, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. Yes, John, please stand over there in front of our coordinator.
for a plea in JP court.
It'll be a JP reduction?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how much time does she need to pay the fine? I mean, for y'all to file and pay the fine?
Your Honor, well, I'm gonna try to get the ball rolling on this afternoon.
Okay.
So it should be filed this week for sure, and
How much time does she need? Do we know how much the fine is?
$300, Your Honor.
Okay, so,
I could actually pay today, but I just gotta wait on Darren to,
okay,
take care of it.
So I think a short reset.
give us what do you think, a week, 2 weeks?
2 weeks would be fine, Your Honor.
Reset this 2 weeks?
February 13th?
Okay, that's enough time?
Yes, sir.
February 13th?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna, February 13th, the JP reduction. Okay. Want you, go ahead on and, Mr. Cobb, stand on the forex, sign for the reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
You can stand over there. Cody Pascal. This is cause number 333432, case style of state of Texas versus Cody Allen Pascal. Mr. Pascal, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pascal, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Pascal, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Pascal, you may put your hand down. Again, Mr. Pascal, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Pascal, I have before me 2 documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. Recognize this document? Is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
And are these your initials online stating you would like to apply for court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
I also have a document that's titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled Defendant Signature. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pascal, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I just showed you, did you read the document? Did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct
Yes, sir.
to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Pascal, I read your answers in these documents. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. The attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Kyle Walker. Attorney Walker will be given information on how to contact you, and you will also be given information on how to contact him. You will be given that information by our court coordinator. Once you get that information, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Please stand on the floor. uh, 330416 case of South State of Texas versus Adrian Brown. Mr. Brown, is that your full name?
Sure.
Mr. Brown, how are you doing?
Good.
I'm doing fine. Thanks, Max. Mr. Brown, you're here representing your attorney, Attorney Bruce Cobb. Attorney Cobb, what is your announcement in Mr. Brown's case?
I believe Mr. Brown wants to set this on the jury docket, right? Yeah, call on.
Okay, I see Mr. Brown has 2 felony cases that has been set. Is that correct?
One is dismissed and one's, they haven't had a date yet. They said they let me know, but it'd be in May.
Okay, so what, you want to set these for trial?
No.
I'll set this for trial, not these.
Okay, yeah.
Give us a trial date. This is Adrian Brown on the announcement docket, page 2, the last, second one from the bottom. Right above Bobby Lott. April the 10th. Okay, this case is set for April the 10th of 2023. I'm gonna set it for trial. Mr. Cobb, you can get your reset. You're gonna get your reset, Mr. Brown, from your attorney, Mr. Cobb. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. Mr. Cobb is gonna sign for your reset. Okay, you are. You could have a seat in the gallery. Wait. Yes. You have another one?
Well, it's Miss Catherine Cormier.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Cormier, what docket is she on?
Yeah.
Oh, here she is, right here, Catherine Cormier.
She hired me this morning on her felony.
Oh, she had, she got Tom Burbank is representing on this
I
case.
understand, Your Honor. She hired me this morning on her felony drug case.
All right.
Court, and I'm gonna do motion to sub on this case.
Okay,
I just wanted to make sure the court was aware she was here and, she
Okay.
came over from drug court. So
yeah, okay, because, yeah, Tom Burbank is,
Is representing her, I understand.
yeah,
But I want to do a motion to sub, but is she free to go?
no, we gotta hear from attorney Tom Burbank.
Okay, so she needs to stay here.
Right.
Okay, you need to wait till Burbank.
Yeah, contact, we can contact this office.
Do the motion. Don't we just need to sign now? But her drug case was reset.
Okay.
Was reset.
Okay, thanks. For, he's on the announcement docket. This case was transferred, okay. This is cause numbers 328-475, cause number 329-381, cause number 329-913. All three cases of state of Texas versus Darrell James Ordwine III. Mr. Ordwine, is that your full name?
Yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Ordwine? Okay, now, Mr. Ordwine, you do not have an attorney in this case?
No, I was trying to see if I can get one appointed.
Okay, now, Mr. Ordwine, our court bailiff is going to give you affidavit of indigence and a judge's explanation of rights of defense without an attorney that you need to fill out, and once you fill those documents out, he'll bring it back up.
All right.
Just go have a seat.